It's the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Tonight, Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. From quick and low Cleveland, the Brooklyn Nets. Hi, everyone. With Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you talk about the Nets coming in the first two games at their place. Now the test begins as they take on.
And you know, 2 games help the series shifts. So this crowd is going to need to give them everything they can for an advantage. Even though this isn't a must-win, they need to play like it is because you don't want to be down.
Sexton, deep left corner. Sexton. Missed that one. The defender was all over him. Brooklyn's got it. And from long range, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. And for ball in possession of Cleveland. Sexton to Love. Going to launch beyond Love.
But that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
To Jordan, down low. Andre Drummond. Snare.
That's why I remember game. Just flexing on them on both the defensive and offensive end. I don't know if we should call him the young bull anymore. He's maturing right in front of our eyes.
Balls in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie, the game is...
Last touch by the Cavaliers. Durant. That's going to be out of bounds. Sexton to Drummond. And he finishes at the rim.
Ed's left is the best way.
To Colin Sexton. The big fella, Andre Drummond. 2 for 2. One. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. To Griffin. Lets it on range. Collected by Drummond. Love. To Colin Sexton.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the defender's best intentions.
The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Irving with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Griffin. 4-3. Working hard on the glass. Cleveland. To Jaylen Brown. Love to Drummond. The big fella, Andre Drummond. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start. Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Time to shuffle things up. Harden to Durant. They've been for that to go down, but here they are trying to chip away and cut into this margin.
And there's nothing more frustrating as a shooter to get open looks and not see the ball go in. But if they do, that could be the start of a problem.
Harden able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Aldridge to Irving. They call a 3-second violation. Brown to the basket, but his shot won't fall. Harden. It's no good. Showing. Oh. To Aldridge. Down low to Jordan. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not the player pointing and communicating to everybody.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Irving to Jordan. Durant.
First, great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
It's hard. Ball up to Irving. Surveys the floor. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre. Sexton. Durant across the timeline. Down 4. Nice pass to set things up.
You see, here's why versatility. If you're a window, exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
Irving into the front, trailing by 4. Foul. Aldridge cashes in, and now with a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
LaMarcus Aldridge at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. The free throw is good. It's back point. Cavaliers with the basketball. Nance to Drummond. Sizing up the defense. I'm in. Reject. Looks like substitutions are coming on in. Can't give him that look.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Griffin. For his career, 60%. First free throw is good.
Oh, yeah, 2 points.
And he hits the second. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Gonna make something happen. Nance to Dragic. The big fella, Andre Drummond, looking good. 4 for 5.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Harden in possession. They trail back out. They have
in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I'm telling you right now, like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
And with to Jordan, he throws it down. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out.
Dragic. The big fella, Andre Drummond. He's now 5 for 6.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Harden, free, go down, smothering defense. Blake Griffin with a piece. Blake Griffin pins it.
Light work for a guy with
Grant. See rim.
tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
To Drummond. Great defense up. Drummond steps out. Not that time.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket. With conversing the angle or the positioning of the pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Dragic. Able to convert inside.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a leopard.
Cavs. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. To Dinwiddie. Kevin Durant. Oh, good. Had a good look there, but it's no good.
Defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy layup in.
Won't go down. To Aldridge. Rises for the slam.
Right after the dunk, he looks bench about what defense they're in and team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Dragic to Drummond. It's Drummond mark. Durant. That pass stolen by the Cavs. To Dragic. Runners good there.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Kevin Durant with the rock. To Griffin. Durant. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Spencer Dinwiddie. No problem. Contested. Hits the three.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Dragic. To Drummond. Shot from in close. No good. Short jumper won't go down. Passed it off. Blake Griffin sends it out of bounds off of both coaches hitting the reset. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Stevenson. DeAndre Jordan with the block. Number 3 to shoot. The pass set it all up.
That's it? That's all the celebration I get? I wanted to see a little bit more off that one.
Dinwiddie fires the three. Cleveland has the rebound. A shot at the buzzer. And he can't connect there. Shot no good. Horn sounds, ending the first quarter of play. one quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Shoot out.
Well, first off, I'm going to take and been a blase. Not bad. Right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. Dragic has to set it up. From the painted area, won't go down. To Dinwiddie. Nothing going here on that drive. The rebound taken by Cleveland. Vincent. To the foul.
The fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First. And he's able to hit the second. First one. KD with the rock. Dragic into the front court. And it's rebounded by Durant. To Hollis Jefferson. Yes! Now, he'll have a chance.
Offense has number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Rondae Hollis Jefferson. 3-point for his career, 70. Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. The lead is up to 5. To Colin Sexton. 2 there. To Dinwiddie. Slam dunk for Hollis Jefferson.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. Around the perimeter, playing with the piece.
Colin Sexton slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Hollis Jefferson. The rebound taken in as the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Rebound comes to Aldridge. To Durant. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the ball when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smile, giving each other high because of it.
Turns and slams it down.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency.
The shot, almost. To Jaylen Brown. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Man, that may not have been, but at the rim, proud of it.
To Durant. Beyond the arc for 3. Off the mark. To Jaylen. Hey.
Jesse takes.
Give him 2 points. High percentage. Brown into the front. Down 3. Colin Sexton. LaMarcus Aldridge. Tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. He'll run the offense. LaMarcus Aldridge. He's now 4 for 6. And Cleveland is going to use a timeout. They'll in what's now a 5-point game. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Trying to cash in. When this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Irving brings the ball up court to Hollis Jefferson. Gets it. Brown with it up top. 5-point game. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space, but the defender didn't.
Kevin Durant, 2 of 4 now.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Much contact. And free throws.
I don't know about that one.
Oh, he missed on a pair. Kyrie across the timeline. Up 5. Deep right corner. Durant on the drive, but he can't get it to go. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Durant, 3 for 3 in this first half.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players to run to their spots, getting to the hard recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Colin Sexton trying to convert the extra try. He struggled so and sat the line. To Drummond. Here's the 4. To Durant. No good. Sexton to Jaylen Brown. Couldn't keep it in. Out of bounds off Jaylen Brown. Into the front court, it's Irving. They lead it. 4-point game. To Durant. Here comes the screen. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. All it's no good. Sexton to Jaylen Brown. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Oh, don't see the read.
Kyrie Durant. Irving to Durant. The Nets now shoot. Durant looking for. Count the bucket for 2.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Irving with the basketball. Let that happen. Ah, miss. How'd that not go down? This shot clock winding down. Love. Kevin Love. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Hand down. You got to contest the shot.
To Harden. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw every time.
On the first. And first, misses the second. Sexton to Jaylen Brown. The screen sets him up for two.
You know, Ed, so many times we see people flexing on social media in the offseason, but they rarely put in the work, the substance, not just the grind.
Harden to Irving. They'll get it to Durant. Hunter won't go down. Now 3 for 9.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Sexton. Baseline. And Andre Drummond going to the line to shoot 2.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First down. Irv court, down 2. To Hollis Jefferson. Can't miss those. And the rebound. Harden to Durant. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Kyrie Irving. The deep adjust. He's come man grown jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he loves the big seven. He surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Harden to Durant. Quarter shoot to Harden. Here's a chance from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him out on the court.
Across the timeline. Chin is 3 as we approach halftime. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. And they now share 2 late.
Can't wonder for being up. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Count. And gets both to drop at the line. Now the Cavs gonna signal as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Sexton. To Jaylen Brown. It goes down.
That's a strong finish, regardless of contact.
Rock. For two. Wide open look won't go. Desperation shot here from half court. So the two teams will head to the locker room as we reach the break to our let's say hello in our EA Sports halftime report. Jaylen.
Thanks, fellas. Jaylen here with your halftime report. These are the guys getting buckets for the Brooklyn Nets. The Cavaliers had kept it close after one half. And that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today. Got buckets for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Game track. Bench points.
This is a game where the bench guys deserve a bit of the spotlight. The type for the reserves on both squads. This is a game that's been all about the depth in the depth chart.
Player of the half.
Kevin Durant really shouldn't have. When he's able to get the ball moving like that, his team can be tough to stop.
Cole.
Forget Cole. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. The top plays from
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Nothing going here on that drive. Harden to Irving. Here comes the screen. Irving. That's off the short.
But I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D, it was him.
Nets have the basketball. Harden. Screen. Durant to Irving. Andre Drummond swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Snatch the edge.
That's why I rim the necessity game.
And abuses the rim. Big finish for Andre Drummond.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Irving. Almost, but no good.
I love when good contest. Your player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle or not landing.
Harden with it up top. His guys now down by a point. James struggled just a 2 for 5.
But that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Door jumper misses. Not done yet. Sacrificing everything for the loose ball. Sexton to Jaylen Brown. Scores from the post. Brooklyn's probing the defense. Irving to Harden. Here comes the screen. 2-point Harden. Deep to the follow. Won't go either. Winslow matched up with Durant. To Drummond. Bound. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Sexton to fade away.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between losing. I smile at the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Shot for James Harden. Won't go. Rebound. Cavs have it. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
No. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
And he connects on the first free throw. Back rows here. It's the second. Irving to Durant. He connects Kevin Durant.
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Durant with the basketball up top. Now down 2. And it could have been more. No whistle.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Sexton to Drummond. Good, but off the mark. And to Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. Harden, but a shot no.
Need to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
James Harden at the line for 2 shots. A 5% go shooter. First try, no good. Good. Sexton.
He forced guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake?
No, not think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
Out of bounds. Last touch Lears. Kevin Durant has it. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Irving. He engulfed him that time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. Keep doing what you're doing.
To Love. Trying to cash in. Gets a shot up off the mark. Nice touch around the
And finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Irving to Griffin. To Harden. Rebound Drummond. Brown into the front court. His guys now trailing by a... Drummond to Love. Colin Sexton scores at the rim.
You see, Ed, skill levels at this game are at an all-time high. Inside higher areas.
Andre Drummond, huge block. That's his third block this evening. Cavaliers with the basketball. Love to Drummond. Down. Well,
he's been years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Durant to Irving. Drummond able to recover with the block. Fourth this contest to Harden.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Tough shot. Well defended. Sexton to Drummond. Able to convert inside.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when
it stopped. Timeout for in what's now a 5-point game. Changes coming from both sides right now. Irving to Harden. Finish that. Dragic with the basketball. Leads 5. To Drummond. Perfect for that.
Oh, cool. Finish.
It's James Harden once again. To Griffin. Durant. To Irving. Going along.
Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Drummond. Dragic. The Nets have the rebound. Nothing going here. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift.
And count the basket.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that, but in today's dexterity and mobility, charts forbid.
Harden has it up the floor to Irving. Here comes the screen. Irving. And the 2 for Blake Griffin.
And the defense keeps sticking to the flare out to the flare to the...
Dragic to Drummond. Kevin Love. 3 for 6 now.
And remember, Ed, they trailed at the halftime. This is not the same zest for life.
Irving to Durant. Griffin to Jordan. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
And as a defender, you cannot. Out in the act of upward motion needs to be better.
DeAndre Jordan at the line. And hits the first free throw. Two for two on that trip. His guys can get a 2 for 1 if they time this out. To Drummond. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul with the basketball. Has a look. Shot by Kyrie, no good. Adder, not down. Third quarter comes to an end. The Cavaliers have the lead. The Cavaliers start with the basketball here in the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard 0 by double.
Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys down 11. Irving to Dinwiddie. Count the basket inside.
When one player goes down, or maybe in this case two, it gives a player an opportunity to really rise to the occasion. Well, that happened last with Spencer Dinwiddie. When Jeremy Lin and D'Angelo Russell, this kid went from a D-League player to a starter in the NBA, and one of the most clutch players we had for the Brooklyn Nets this past year.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To Aldridge. Here comes the screen. Irving to Dinwiddie. The shot clock expires. Made some change with some Chanel. Dragic against Harden. Good drop. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Harden into the front court. 13. Cleans it up. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call play.
Dragic to Stevenson. Shot clock coming down to full. Down. Dutch, no. Irving in court. Down 11 to Harden. Screen coming. Harden. The basket.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Cavs at the controls. Dragic. Off ball. His guy's down by 9. He'll head to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
James Harden, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 80%, some no contest. Touchdown the first. Goes 2. Sexton to Jaylen Brown. Sexton to Jaylen. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you foul. Award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
James Harden at the line for a chance at a three-point play. 70%. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the ball in possession of Cleveland. Sexton. To draw. Short jumper won't fall. Kyrie across the timeline. His guys trail now by 4. So hard. Shot from the lane won't go.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best. Different glass. That he's down below. Wingspan to block your shot.
Off the mark. Well contested.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling.
Sexton to Jaylen Brown. To Colin Sexton. Cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. Into his guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Brown with it up top. He'll run the offense. To Colin Sexton. Colin.
Chance to first hand something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Cleveland has the basketball. Sexton. Short jumper won't go down.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Hurling it. Basket. A lot of contact. No foul. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1?
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Sexton to Love. Has a look. Now ready to shoot at the line.
You got to know your send to the...
First one goes down. To convert on both free throws. Harden in possession, trailing by 4. Irving to Harden. Lets it fly from long range. It's Winslow with the rebound. Sexton to Love. To Colin Sexton. At the nets. To Harden. Cruiser.
That calm, nice extra move there.
Cavaliers with the basketball. Sexton probing the defense. To Cavs with 4 to shoot to Jaylen Brown. Off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position, backbone shots, and tells you to apply more pressure. You know you're in a safe place.
To Drummond. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
All right, that was a little bit of a gamble there, but not a terrible move sending him to the free throw line.
Andre Drummond shooting for some contest. Can't connect on the first free throw. No good. Missed them both. Brooklyn's got it. Takes stock of the floor. Not that time. To Colin Sexton. Winslow against Harden. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Wide open. Won't go.
It's all a big so the X was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Harden to the basket, but his shot stays out. Sexton to Dragic.
Needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see them giving each other energy that was created, pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Harden to Durant. Shin off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
It's the reason why we're being a scouting report.
To Drummond. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Sometimes we'll give all these fancy breaks to do. That was just playing or hustled his way through the lane.
To the basket is Harden, but his shot's no good. Sexton. To drop. Fight to shoot. Short jumper misses. To Durant. Griffin to Durant. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Harden not getting the bounce.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offense? If if you continue making him work on the defensive end, on the offensive end.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. To Durant. Irving. Nice finish at the rim.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball, harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Like both teams are musicians. Cavs with 4 to shoot. Colin Sexton at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50. Some yes, some no. Now the Nets going to take a timeout. It's just their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 more. Your jump is out. The Cavs are victorious. They've taken a commanding lead in this best-of-7 series. 3 games tonight. 1 victory left. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm at the NBA playoffs on Esports. Find out at EA's. Until next time, good night.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Cavaliers almost let this one get away from them, but they managed to get the victory. 10 points were made possible by their team chemistry, and it was great to see. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It was performance by these guys. And unfortunately, we have video evidence. Viewer discretion advised. Which is how the majority of the points were scored for the Brooklyn.
Game track. Assists.
I was really impressed by the way these teams shared the ball. As you can see in this highlight, the ball is spectacular. Said enough. The X can make all of the difference.
Player of the game.
Andre Drummond. Award for the most obvious reason. Output. He couldn't be stopped. And it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
Isn't this, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.